Well, I don't know. Chrissy, how do you think we should do it?
Oh, we're live.
Yes. Hi, everybody. We're not live, are we?
I better watch this. Oh, no, we're not live.
Yeah.
We're not live.
We are alive, but we're not live.
Yes, we're in life.
Yes. And we're on a little tiny road trip because Chrissy...
Oh, we love our friend. He is so wonderful. So one of our fabulous friends and YouTube viewers, shout out, Zeri.
Yeah.
He is a patron.
This is confetti coming down.
Yes. He is a patron of my art and huge fan of Vera's. I almost said Sylvia's.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Isn't that neat?
I think it's because we were just talking about her.
Yeah.
But
that, I mean, that's a compliment.
It is, and his mother was actually a huge fan of Sylvia's. Yeah. So that was pretty cool for him.
I'll take it
to discover. Yeah, but he is a huge fan of Vera's, your information, past life information.
Thank you, Zeri.
Your dream interpretation, and some of the amazing ghost experiences that he had when he was in London with his mom. Anyways, amazing person, and he has the art that I've created.
You guys should see. His house is full of Chrissy's art.
It's really cool. He has a collection started, and it's just really fun to see. So anyway, we're driving back, and we are having a very interesting conversation about the situation that's happening right now, live in court. For
our little Johnny Depp.
Yes,
well, he's not little, but you know what I mean.
Mr. Depp and Miss Heard.
Miss Heard.
Yes. But what was really cool is that when we were talking before, one of the things that you were saying, Vera, that you got about Johnny is that you said that what you were picking up on psychically is that intuitively that he's going to be doing something that's his own production.
Right.
And from it, it's going to like take off. Right? And
he's going to have like, kind of something like the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's going to be a blockbuster every movie. I don't know if it's going to all correlate in the same vein as Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's going to be something, I don't know if he's even thought of it yet, but it's going to be really amazing. And this actually, I know it's hard, I should look at myself, right? It's actually hard to believe sometimes when you're going through the situation that you're going through, right?
Right.
That, like, why would I have to go through this? What is going on? Why would I chart this? But then it leads to something amazing. And you would never have gotten there unless you had to go through certain situations.
Exactly. So I'm really interested to see where his work takes him, especially if he's producing it himself.
Right.
It's going to be his own creative, he's going to have total creative control. And I can't wait to see what he wants to convey to all of us, what he wants to express to us through whatever he writes for himself.
And all of his friends, his true friends, are the ones that are going to help him along the way, because they'll maybe be in his movies and not charge him like what he would a mega studio.
Right.
And then just to help get him back in, and then it's just going to snowball from there. And then they get more popular from that too as well. I mean, as if Robert Downey Jr. needed to have more,
popularity,
acting chops or right. But people like that, Paul Bettany, I believe that's his name.
Right.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really amazing to hear how his friends have come out for him,
right? And
how a lot of them got a lot of backlash. For
Courtney Love,
and not even attacking.
She wasn't.
Her.
No, she didn't say one thing about Amber.
No,
she was just conveying a story that happened to her when she was at the Viper Room and overdosed, and he did CPR on her until medical help came.
Right.
That was it.
He being Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But he basically saved her life.
Right. So
she was just being positive about Johnny.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's an attack.
No, she never said anything.
Miss her. I feel like I'm in court.
Yeah.
Anyways, but what was also really interesting is that you were saying, because of what we were talking about in the last video about Johnny and Amber, that they also had other lives,
Together.
other past lives together. So I'm just so curious again what he's going to write for himself, where he's going to take it, and another interesting thing. Now this is a little different, but in the last video you were talking about in their last past life together that she had manipulated somebody that was in his band to
and I kind of covered my mouth.
Yes, and you were talking about how she manipulated him to kill Johnny, and she used the thing of like, he's hurting me, he's abusing me. So it's the same story in this life that she is using to manipulate. But in that life, it obviously worked, and that person killed him, and they were friends.
Yeah. Well, they were bandmates.
They were bandmates. But do you want to share who that was, Vera?
Sure. James Franco.
So that was, to me, a little mini bombshell, because it's like, here this situation came up again, in a way, right? Different, but they're connected.
Right.
That's how we come into life again, and whether or not we're going to be manipulated again and everything. And, so that was an interesting little fact. And I also believe, Vera, that you mentioned that not only was she a soul stalker of Johnny, but she was also, and is, a soul stalker of James Franco.
Correct.
So that was interesting. Since then, he has separated, or he has distanced himself
from her, but she'll try to get back, and which happens is they become apologetic. Please, I just wanted to hold you. I just want to love you one more time. Just to get you in there, and then it happens all over again.
Right. Yeah. Pulling on the heartstrings.
Right. And then people always want to give people chances.
Right. Right. So yeah, it was just some.
Now we get traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, better today than Memorial Day Friday, right?
Yes,
coming up real soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been interesting watching this case unfold. I mean,
and then we're learning a lot about the court system.
Yes.
We know, that's hearsay.
Yes, I accept the instruction.
Yeah.
Whoa,
buddy. There goes all of our good fruit juices that Zeri was so kind to give us.
He gave us a goodie bag.
Yeah.
But we've learned a lot about court, and we've had the opportunity to experience some interesting characters, like Back to the Future with
what's his name, Dr. Spiegel.
Dr. Spiegel, a flux capacitor guy. Just kidding. But any of you who are watching the trial will know who we're talking about.
Yes.
Interesting,
though.
We've been learning a lot about testimony and what you can and can't do as a expert witness in the psychiatric field.
The thing I hope, though, is that the truth comes out, because we're on this plane and it's a lot of negativity already. So, one for the good guys.
Yes.
Let the truth come out, and none of this cheating and like what their side has been trying to do.
Totally.
In my opinion,
right?
They're not playing fair, and yet whenever the other side does something, they jump right on it.
Right.
Yeah. So
and another
truth has to prevail at times.
Yeah, I love that, because
I wish it was all the time.
It's so important. Especially during the Trump years, when it was all this fake news thing, and they could say, they were saying whatever they wanted to say. And then you were pointing out when 2020 was coming that this is the time of like 2020 vision for things to be revealed. And this is a opportunity that hopefully, like you said, the truth will prevail.
Yeah, and the truth should be on your side.
Yes. Exactly. That's what this is all about. It's amazing, because in the other lifetimes, she destroyed him, and the truth wasn't ever known. And this time now, it's like the world is literally watching. So,
and don't you find it fascinating that he's had all these different relationships, and not any of them were abusive. None of them until this last one. And it's because he hadn't been able to learn his lesson yet.
Right.
You know, and he had to learn it.
Exactly.
Is something bothering you down there?
There is a
Cat?
Oh,
I see
a
it.
juice bottle underneath the...
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, hold on, guys. I have to put my seatbelt
Yes,
on.
there we go.